Yeah, I know I've seen m0m0 around in a bunch of different 16 tournaments, so they're definitely not new to this sort of 16 racing environment.
Yeah, should be pretty good. As we're off, gonna be doing our lap around Peach's Castle real quick. But last match we had was it Blue Haven and Finney, and Finney had incredible runs. It was like low 16, did a no LBLJ route, then got a 15 with LBLJ. It was pretty intense. So I'm looking for m0m0 and m0m0 to do the same. I would be very happy.
Yeah. If anyone pulls out 16s, that's always you got to be happy in a race. Whether it's with the LBLJ route or not, like a 16 is definitely a very solid race time. As these runners going on through the intro. And I gotta say real quick, m0m0's capture looking super clean. That's gotta be like RGB or like one of those Ultra HDMI setups or something. So crisp. As we got both these players kind of lining up a little bit more to the right for a more straight-on angle for Lakitu skip, and both of them sealing the deal. Not going to be talking with Lakitu about his camera movements. We're a little bit more experienced than that. As manXmud going to be going right on for the experienced LBLJ route, as m0m0 committing to no LBLJ. So let's see how this shakes out. manXmud doing about a 40-second faster route, but it is going to involve some more difficult stars and more difficult tricks, as manXmud very nearly dropping LBLJ there in the lobby, but keep his cool and directed that momentum right back into the doorway.
Yeah, that was a really nice fix from manXmud. Had a lot of speed too. When you hit that orange or that green little hexagon there in the lobby, it can mess up that speed that you have. But had enough, was able to basically clip right through it. Really nice from manXmud. I guess m0m0's looking to be more consistent here. It's not like a lifetime attack or anything like that. So only have one shot at each of these races.
Yeah, exactly. And m0m0's gamble here is that manXmud is going to make mistakes on all the LBLJ specific things to the point that that route discrepancy will be pretty much made up. And it's not an unreasonable bet to make whenever your route involves things like pillarless, pro lava boost in some cases. There are a lot of points of potential failure all the way through, but manXmud passing through the first of those potential points in Dark World very, very cleanly. As m0m0 working their way up into Womp's Fortress, a little bit of a leftward angle on Alice, but does manage to make it work just fine.
Yeah, really nice from m0m0. Really good to get
That's
all these
always
stars
scary.
out of the way. So, but yeah, it's kind of to your point with the route change. Kind of betting on manXmud to make some mistakes with the harder stars you have to do with this route. But also with that, m0m0 has to make sure that they are very clean with the strats that he's doing. So we'll see how this cannonless goes. Doing the texture setup and
but nudging off a little bit too fast there. They were kind of like throttling the stick a little bit to get Mario to walk to the edge, but I think they just held a little too far down on that last one.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a stutter step, and that's probably exactly what happened. Little nerves, maybe.
I'm not sure whether m0m0... I would expect that mistake more often on like a Hori, since the stick on a Hori is more sensitive anyway. Not sure if m0m0 plays on OEM or Hori, but...
I play on a Hori, and I can definitely make that mistake in a race if I'm nervous and a little shaky. But yeah, the sensitivity would get to you.
Oh, and then the texture setup not quite working second try.
We'll see. This is not too great for m0m0. Misses the coins. You kind of use them as some sight indicators, but it looks like the right spot.
There we go. Okay. Nicely done. And I'm sure manXmud ended up missing Cannon this year. They wouldn't have just gone for Wild Blue as a standalone star there. Didn't see what setup they went for, though. More than likely going for Salt with how quickly that went by.
Yeah, I'd probably assume the same. Doesn't lose too much time, just missing it once.
Yeah, and it certainly is justifiable as part of the race meta. manXmud now going for texture setup and does get it just fine. But like a second try Salt is about, I think, the same timing as like a first try full setup. So it really like it is pretty sensible as long as you're pretty consistent at it.
Yeah, that is true. It has become a bit of a race meta to go for it once. If you miss it, then that's fine. But if you get it, you get those extra few seconds, and that feels nice when you have some extra time.
Absolutely. manXmud also nailing a really nice triple jump Alice there. m0m0 very nearly done with Womp's Fortress here. if you're really, really cracked on this route, you could potentially level up with trying to do the Kano Cycle 100 coin, but I'm pretty sure m0m0's just going to be moving right along the Cool Mountain here.
I would assume as well. The 100 star, I'm pretty sure you have to do like the pro cycle and everything, so it would be pretty intense. I do want to see that in future races though. That'd be crazy. Get some 70-star runners who are running 16.
Oh man, that'd be insane. And from what I understand, you actually have to go all the way up to like the Kano cycle where you're doing like the half cycle movement, but like so fast that you're a cycle ahead of it. Like I think I've only seen maybe D whatever and a couple other runners mess around with trying that in 70. But like if I understand right, you have to do that cycle in order for it to be faster at all. Like it's so crazy. And meanwhile, m0m0 getting a super nice plus.
See, m0m0.
I'm gonna try back again here.
I think it was just top of the pyramid. Missed plus the first time.
There we go. Nicely done on the second try.
So yeah, that's all he's looking for. Perfect. m0m0 and CCN. Rare sight.
And top of the pyramid doesn't lose too much time as a backup there. Ooh, and going for the low dive stratovoltics will work, which I'm gonna say nothing more about since Saren made fun of me for it last time.
Hey, if anyone doesn't know, Electric has pioneered that strat. m0m0, okay, did make it to the fly guy. Does make it to the star as well.
That was certainly shaky there. Glad that worked out.
Yeah.
Oh. Not sure what's going on.
Okay. Don't want to say anything too quickly. m0m0 is playing around with the slopes. But I was gonna say that I'm pretty sure you popularized that, just like spamming on the wall and taking the low routes for wall kicks to work.
Popularized it by just saying it over and over in commentary.
Yeah.
I think the first player I ever saw do that was Yes I'm JoJo. I think I saw them do that first, and then I also saw Benji do it in a few races here and there. I really think they would deserve the credit over me.
Gotcha.
Oh, m0m0 getting shocked by the amp in their Dark World. As m0m0 advancing along in Lethal Lava Land. Couple of pretty tricky stars coming up here in Side Hop and then the Volcano star they're choosing. It's nice how in LBLJ, right, you get to pick your poison between whether you want to do Elevator Tour or Hot Foot it.
That is nice. Yeah, assuming the Elevator star here, but we'll see. Actually, he's going for Lava Boost.
Here we go. Nicely done. And pole skip ending. Oh, okay, nearly pole skip ending. And it counts. It's close enough, I think.
It was very close. Almost poleless.
That was pretty nutty. And then that's pretty much what you have to do to be faster than Elevator Tour. That's the little catch-22 there. If you're going to be trying to do Lava Boost, you have to do one of the harder setups for it to be faster at all. And then Side Hop coming on out for m0m0, losing a little bit of momentum, but looks good there. Nice. That's always scary when you don't have like full speed going through that jump.
It is. It's very much one of those tricks, like Owlish, you need like a lot of speed, you need the right angle. So yeah, if it goes slightly off, you can get a bit worrisome.
Exactly right. As m0m0 advancing on down to their basement light, if you will. As m0m0 ground pounds real quick, wants to test to make sure that cage is pretty sturdy. It'd be a shame if that Mr. I fell into the lava. Oh, and Bully almost not wanting to go in, but m0m0 going ahead and giving him a quick turnaround kick real fast.
Okay, now we got m0m0 here in the basement. A couple stars behind due to that difference in routing. And the gambling here hasn't seemed to pay off quite yet, as m0m's pretty much passed all of the LBLJ specific stars. I guess has a couple here, but we'll also see m0m0 jump on HMC.
Oh, and so m0m's going to also be committing to Side Hop. This is one of the little route variations you can do with no LBLJ. Honestly, in my opinion, it's kind of better to do this than Talon, since messing up Talon almost guarantees like 20 seconds of time loss, but you can typically back up Side Hop pretty well if you practice backing it up a lot.
That is true. You just take like a lava burn.
Yeah. Well, like, best case scenario, you can actually end up backing it up in, like, just a couple of seconds, depending on, like, how exactly you failed it. But even with, like, a burn fail, it should take less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, that is very true. You kind of have to weigh your backups here when planning out your routes. But here it is, m0m0 side hop. Not even worried
Nicely
about
done. Oh, and then m0m0 getting a little bit bopped as they're trying to make their way up to this top platform for, I think, triple bop, or amazing emergency right now.
Yeah, I got the triple box jump pretty cleanly, but yeah, the wall kick on the second go around not working out. A little bit of time for m0m0, but still like a little more than 1 full star after grabbing his toad.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking a bit steep for m0m0, but this is certainly not insurmountable. I mean, with the inconsistency we could see in MIPS clip and Fire C, if m0m0 decides to go for front sub, which I feel like is fairly likely, honestly.
Oh, nice left side from m0m0.
Sick stuff. As m0m0 just 1 star away. m0m0, though, advancing right along with MIPS, kind of in mini go mode, if you will. Let's see what they end up doing for their MIPS grab here. Looks like they're lining up for the punch. Oh! They were going for the punch, it looked like, but had just a little bit too much speed. But that's okay. Yeah, backing up in the hallway doesn't take too much time.
Yeah, it did look a little off, like diving towards the door like that. Let's see how the setup goes here. Camera's gonna be a little off. All right, does look pretty good, and he's through the door.
Let's see, almost definitely gonna go for this glitchy wall, and nicely done with that little wall kick there.
Let's see how m0m0 goes, as he's gonna grab right in front of the door.
Yeah, m0m0 going for the comfy dive there. Has a pretty nice camera angle setup. Yeah, taking kind of a wide turn. Very quick MIPS clip there. As we go ahead and see how they handle the star door, but m0m0's setting up for front sub. And not going for the glitchy wall kick, but still going for a really fast, very clean star door clip there. Let's see, front sub from m0m0. Oh, but loses a lot of momentum on that first jump, and they're going to have to try that again. Going to be losing time to rear sub here, too. And, oh, second try failing, too. The sub just creating so much lag. And this is like a pressure cooker situation where like, you know, as soon as you get that first time fail, the adrenaline's building up, the lag is impacting you, too. And, like, it's so hard to back that up.
It really is. Like, you get stuck down there, and like you said, like, the pressure cooker of the lag is, like, getting to you. You're eating more and more time as it goes on. As m0m0 jumps off the left side, not getting on top of the sub.
A little too far left on the sub.
Oh, wow. That's such an unfortunate mistake. Having to turn around the water, it takes so much time. But m0m0 in Fire C, I didn't see the pole glitch. Kind of freaking out about m0m0, but looks like he got it.
Oh, but punching instead of diving somehow. Must have just barely had not enough speed to dive. And eating all the lag as they got this forwards-facing camera, but that's okay.
Yeah, definitely did get the pole glitch there with the timing on those elevators. But yeah, the non-dive was unfortunate.
Yeah. And m0m0 unfortunately grabbed the very bottom of that pole at the very base of Fire C, so it looks like they may be able to make their... Oh! I'm not sure what exactly happened there. That's a weird mistake there.
Yeah, momentum was a bit off, it seemed. And again, jumping off the edge. It's not even on the platform.
Oh!
Does booty burn right back up. Can he still make the cycle? That's definitely going to be proper. It actually just gets up there.
And there we go. Also going to be eating all the lag, but after all the issues with that cycle, I mean, you really can't blame him.
Dude, this finish. Get in there. One Bowser fight behind. Gonna be hoping m0m0 has a little bit of issues here on these BLJs.
Yeah, m0m0 certainly has not been perfect this run. That's kind of been what m0m0's been hoping for. So we'll see what happens with these BLJs, but it's all up in the air really. And of course, at this point, it's m0m0's race to lose. So see, having a little bit of an issue starting the first jump, but here we go.
Catches slightly, not all the way though.
And that's always the worst when you don't quite get that first smash going. Here we go though. going right into the clock. Not going to be able to keep the speed for a nice quick transfer over to the other staircase, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. I thought, like, missed the timing there. Got a little pause from m0m's side. Oh, first stair clip again, and doesn't catch all the way, though.
Here we go. It looks like they're dropping that mash just slightly around like the third or fourth jump, and it keeps causing them to have to like do those weird over jumps. That's always the worst whenever you build up a bit of speed but not enough to like really fully catch.
Yeah, you don't get over that cap. But m0m0 is in bits. m0m0 on his bits attempts doesn't get the first try.
Well, he's got a bit of a weird angle here for this next attempt. Probably gonna have to go through the wall if he catches. Okay, he's gonna have to just redo.
Oh.
Gets himself a much straighter angle this time around. Is m0m0 going right for the wood blocks? Really wants to just drive this one out as consistently as they can here.
Yeah, no funny business.
I think with some of the various issues they've had, I can certainly understand the thought process of like, just get me out of this run. Let's go ahead and get over to game 2.
Absolutely. I mean, you know you're the whole Bowser stage ahead. You know, there's no reason to risk anything crazy. Going from moving right side, you know, you can actually fall like all the way down to your death if you got like
ooh, nice first try catch from m0m0 there on that endless stair BLJ. That was really, really clean.
Yeah, trying to catch up any way you can, but might be a little not enough, a little too late. Oh, m0m0 can't get the regrab. Does get the glitchy regrab.
Oh, but again, throwing a little too far to the right. m0m0 getting shocked, but slowly making their way up sky here. m0m0 trying to get the grab here. Let's see.
Oh, is that? That's gonna miss.
Oh, I think that's another miss from m0m0 as m0m0 falls all the way down on left side.
If there was
getting all over the place in sky for both of these players.
Yeah, if there's any hope for m0m0, it probably died right there as he fell down. m0m0 getting the second throw, but is only at 2 HP.
And just needs one more throw, but okay, here we go. That's going to be it for this fight for m0m0.
It's getting a little scary there towards the end, but yeah, did clutch it out with that third throw. Missing that third throw, and you only have 2 HP, you know, you get a little nervous. But m0m0 with the 17:21 time. Not bad at all.
m0m0. We got m0m0 in the pipe. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one out. Let's see if they're able to get a 3-throw fight here.
Yeah, hopefully they can, but ooh, it's getting bobbed. Gonna get the glitchy regrab.
Oh, but throwing a little too far to the right there.
Was m0m0 going for that bomb?
I'm not sure which bomb they were going for, to be honest. Let's see, running around Bowser, only on 3 little slivers of health. Let's see, there we go. First hit connecting. Oh, a little too far to the left on that one, too.
Yeah, a little sad.
Sometimes those throws just need that little bit of recalibration.
Especially when you're not like straight on. That was a good one.
One more here. Yeah, making these angled throws is a lot harder than it looks sometimes. You can have this kind of tendency to want to just throw them straight forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Like slightly to the right, slightly left is pretty brutal, especially in like a third throw situation.
Oh, no doubt.
m0m0 did land the third throw with the 1846 now. Going to be the first time. 17:21. You know, with a few missed Bowser throws from both players. Really good runs. m0m0 losing a lot of time from not doing the LBLJ route. Still made a few mistakes alongside manXmud, so I'm not sure if m0m0 is going to stick with that or not, because definitely trailed behind because of that decision. Regardless of you know, the final Bowser.
But it definitely does need to be said that that 17:21 would absolutely be achievable on that no LBLJ route. So I mean, we'll have to see what m0m0 decides to stick with, because m0m0 definitely showing that they're not totally indestructible. They're having issues with front sub, having a tiny issue with plus, like a few different stars just losing little bits of time here and there. So I mean, if m0m0 were pulling out the consistent 15s, I could definitely see m0m0 sitting there like, okay, I need to pull out LBLJ for a chance to win. But with the time like a mid 17, you know, m0m0's possibly sitting over there saying, okay, I just need to clean up some of my own mistakes, and I'll definitely be in the running for a little bit better of a chance next time.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. manXmud not perfect. Still some room. But m0m0 needing to really clean it up as well. Definitely some first race nerves going on, I would imagine, from both runners here. So a little curious to see what we have here in game 2 as both runners are on their reset. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, obviously assume m0m0 did no LBLJ. m0m0 capable, one of the reasons I'm curious. But yeah, here at the 16-star Open, we have a N64 bracket and an emulator bracket. So 2 different sides of the coin here at the 16-star Open. I had like over 100 competitors enter originally. Not sure exactly how many we're down to now, but in the main bracket, no longer in qualifications. So definitely want to give the stream a follow if you're not, and keep up with the action.
32 players in play right now, and it's really neat seeing like just how good players are on both platforms. I mean, there are some really killer MU players out there, and it's definitely nice seeing them kind of get the spotlight with their own bracket as well.
Yeah, not trying to do any conversions, just kind of keeping them even, keeping them separate. I think that's nice. I think that's pretty nice.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, even if you do kind of the time conversion, there is still like a pretty steep difference from not having to deal with lag at all, and like just not even having to consider that in any of your strats. Like, it does make a pretty significant difference.
That it do.
We got m0m0, very nice bomb clip. manXmud advancing pretty cleanly on shake cycle pace here.
manXmud looking pretty solid. Had a similar BLJ to the first one. Wasn't perfect, but it was pretty solid. m0m0 deciding not to go for it. Thinks he can make it happen. Without any cannonless mistakes here, I definitely think it'd be a lot closer. Because m0m0 did have like a couple stars. Yeah, it was a big one.
Let's see, looks like they're gonna still be going for Owls first here. Nicely done.
Has a very clean Owlus.
Yeah, Aussie, that's always been a weird one to me, how, like, Wii VC loads even faster than MU. I've never fully understood that one. From what I understand, Wii VC is technically the fastest ever platform. I think the only downside is that, like, you have to deal with that text at the start when you reset.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, it's also, like, the coloring's also different, right? Like, the whole color.
Oh yeah, the video output on Wii VC looks really bizarre. I want to say that they, like, cut off the edges of the HUD to prevent, like, the normal emulator look with, like, the weird black borders on the edges of HUD elements. So that they're just like, okay, let's just chop them off. Like, it looks... Ooh, m0m0 very nearly taking a death there.
Wild Blue would have been disaster. Not sure if the angle was off or maybe grabbed too low in the tree, but pulling back on that jump.
Yeah, smart decision there, and sometimes it can be really hard to do. Like, sometimes you don't really realize how screwed up your angle is until you've already committed to the dive. And then you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right.
Yeah, m0m0 getting the cannonless. m0m0 actually had a really good cannonless and Owlus section, so definitely on pace here.
A pretty solid run getting started here. And m0m0 honestly, like, pretty well matching as well. And triple jump Owlus as well for m0m0. I was halfway expecting a double jump Owlus, but maybe the cards just weren't right. The winds weren't blowing the right direction today.
Yeah, I mean, I never know when to expect it and when to not expect it. So many people are just picking it up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think that's TJK's kind of been the double jump Alice missionary from what I understand. I think they were one of the first ones like making a tutorial on it, really trying to encourage people to mess with it. I think same with single jump Wild Blue. I don't really think there were many people messing around with that before TJK was kind of talking about it.
They're definitely time savers. Double jump Owless, I mean it's I think 0.2, but I've heard it's can be a bit easier once you get the muscle memory down.
That's what I understand too, and I think it'll even also work with a firstie. Like it just inherently, you don't have to mess with like having to throttle your speed or anything like you would with like Simp Alice for triple jump.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely some advantages there. m0m0 now in CCM had a really nice bomb. So was jumping out of there as manXmud did, but did 2 extra stars as manXmud did his Dark World.
Yeah, for no LBLJ. Oh, manXmud having to throw away the bomb and just go right over for a backup star.
Yeah, just not even wanting it, throwing it away. Attempt number 2. So did m0m0 not do Talon? Is that what he skipped when he did side hop? Because you don't do pillarless
Yeah.
and no LBLJ.
Yep. So he skipped Talon and went for side hop.
Sweet.
And then manXmud getting a nice second try pillarless there, just kind of matching first race as we got that nice little Mario hat sync. m0m0 now headed in the Dark World. This is honestly like the biggest detriment of no LBLJ, I think, is putting Dark World so late. But it does make this kind of a nice category if you're wanting to kind of help prepare yourself for how late Dark World is in 70.
It is a nice break, I would agree. It's not too hard of a stage. And doing Dark World a few stars in, like I mean, a 16 or 70 is pretty rough sometimes. I'm a bit nervous. m0m0 looking like decent shake cycle here. Yeah, catching that elevator pretty nice. See, Amp's in the way, avoids it.
Nicely done. Different story from race 1 where that Amp really bodied m0m0 in the middle of the path. Getting a pretty comfy pop jig there.
Nice Dark World. I haven't seen any mistakes from either runner, really. Both have been just killing it.
Yeah, m0m0 definitely keeping things a lot closer in this race. Probably going to be like about a star behind going into basement in the end. I mean, they have a star lead right now, but of course now they got the Bowser fight and then all that castle movement with no star.
Yeah, definitely starting to eat that time here.
As m0m0 gets a very nice double pull skip.
Yeah, that was sick.
Exactly what you wanted to see there.
Absolutely. Going off here. 16 star open. Got game 1. Is looking to clutch out game 2 in style. We'll see.
And it's looking more and more like game 1 was kind of a warm-up game for both of these players, but especially for manXmud. manXmud just really kind of going through and cleaning up a lot of these little errors that just built up a lot over time in that first race.
They did, and they do. Definitely. Can be a bit more than you expect sometimes when it's all said and done. But m0m0 going to be meeting manXmud down here in basements. Like you said, about 1 star behind. Maybe about 2 once they're in their stage.
Oh, very fast bully kill there from manXmud. Getting the nice little pound off the side, looked like.
Yeah, actually whipping out all the strats here. manXmud is killing it. Only missed pillarless, I think, was the only mistake I saw. It was like a bomb throwaway.
One-time fail there. I had to go for top backup instead. I want to say loses probably in the realm of like 5 or so seconds. So like really not a very expensive time loss.
Cheap. Balling on a budget here.
Beautiful triple box jump there.
Yeah, manXmud does a triple jump a little close to the box, but like the way he does it, he clips onto the box instead of like kind of falling onto it. always makes me a little nervous, but it has plenty of speed. I think that keeps you from having to like throttle your speed onto the box. If you take it from a little further back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that difference between, like, there are a lot of times where you're having to time a triple jump on a landing on a platform, and, like, that subtle difference between whether Mario kind of clips up onto the platform or, oh, Momo having a backup side hop here. Let's see how this goes. Okay, nice first try backup. Here we go.
Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, like you're saying, there's the subtle differences there in the A press timing is, you know, if you need to get it consistent, and when you have variations like that, you kind of have to pick one.
It's like if you're expecting the clip up and you get the fall down, then you'll end up pressing A too early, and yeah, just gets in the way of so many little things. And like we were talking about earlier there with Momo, the way he backed up side hop there, that was honestly faster than if he had messed up Talon and had to back up Talon. Probably only lost like maybe 7 or 8 seconds to having to back up side hop that way. So
yeah, not bad at all.
Finishing up HMC, gonna be in go mode with MIPS, as Momo just about a star behind.
Yeah, and this is definitely 15 pace. Low 16 for Momo. Neither one has really made any mistake. Both are on sick pace for the routes they're on. Yeah, m0m0 getting the punch grab. It was supposed to be a punch grab in race 1. Got the
that's what I figured. Like the weird angle he dove at kind of made me think that was an accidental dive. There we go. Very, very fast wooden door clip from m0m0. Oh, trying for the wall kick again, but just not quite making things line up. It's a little tricky, I gotta admit.
Yeah, some spacing issues there, but didn't drop the MIPS, was able to get a nice clean backup. Still really nice.
No chip clipping today, though.
Yeah, no chip clip. Not messing with it. Momo touching the wall.
Just gets hung up against the wall. The most annoying mistake there. And it's so common with these walls in basement. I don't know what it is with all these walls, but something about the way that they're angled, like those quote-unquote corners, just really, really love to grab onto Mario and reduce all the speed to nothing. Nice front sub from m0m0 this time around. That's got to feel really nice after race 1.
Yeah, that was really good from m0m's side. m0m0 also getting a decent first MIPS clip, but can't get the second one. The camera's a little off here.
It's trying a little too fast there. Because when you dissect this one, you're basically trying to do a sloppier version of the wooden door clip. But sometimes this will happen where you're just trying to do it too fast, and you just keep doing it the slightly wrong way.
Oh no! m0m0 had a sick backup for missing pole glitch, but missed the triple jump, I think.
Yeah, and wasn't quite far enough from the wall to get the wall kick to advance their way up. And then bonking right here doesn't really matter. They're missing the cycle either way, but just kind of insult to injury moment. Yeah, nice backup with the wall kick.
Definitely was. Some good backups all around from m0m0. Was actually really sick for that pole glitch. I really wanted to see where that would put him in the cycle, but not the case here. Gonna still be making it in the toilet bowl before Momo is in fire seat.
I mean, that's a pretty oversized toilet bowl. I'd hate to see what kind of creature necessitated that sort of waste disposal.
This is
that
the waste
Bowser's
disposal,
personal throne? I mean, Bowser would be the type to make his home inside of a sewer or something. I mean, he continually makes his fortresses inside of like active volcanoes. I don't feel like a sewage treatment facility is that much of a step down for him.
It's a fire-breathing turtle. You know, you get the damp, wet places like the sewers and then volcanoes.
Yeah, like that's his paradise. You know, that to him, like that sort of environment would be to us. Oh, Momo having to kind of fall right off of the side of the arena here, making sure that they're not going to end up taking too many burns. That's where you want to take your accidental burn while you're trying to take that side rail, though. You don't want to be stuck right behind that brick wall and then take an accidental burn and have nowhere to go.
Oh yeah, get stuck. That's the worst.
It's the worst, like, whenever you... oh, m0m0 getting it... Oh! It got like an angle BLJ there, but then lost the speed.
Yeah, I think the angle was too bad and actually, like, clipped into that side pillar and, like, he just wasn't able to keep it. All right, more frontward
Has
angle,
a
but
more
doesn't.
dead-on angle, but can't quite make it work.
Yeah, didn't make it all the way. Keeps getting these catches that end up falling through, but gets that one at least.
Nicely done. And they got so much speed it didn't even matter that they had to hit the wall on that one. Oh, and m0m0 almost getting another really fast catch. If I had to guess, it looks like m0m0 is a fast masher, where like they're just mashing really, really quickly to try to get BLJ started.
Yeah.
And that kind of just leads to that sort of little inconsistency with stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe just skip over a mash real quick.
Slow mash gang for life. m0m0 trying to get a catch here, not quite happening though.
Almost m0m0 for manXmud.
m0m0 just can't quite get the catch on this 50-star door. This is always really maddening. Okay, there we go. Getting a catch right on kind of the last opportunity, but going to be advancing right on up into sky in just a moment here.
Yeah, we kind of found ourselves in a similar situation to race 1 as far as position, but both racers have had a much better race as m0m0's getting the really fast infinite staircase, but manXmud is just not giving m0m0 any space.
All right, now manXmud in the pipe. Just needs 3 throws, and they're going to clinch this whole set out with a 2-0 victory over m0m0. But m0m0 slowly advancing up sky, so definitely can't miss too many throws here. Let's see, that's one good throw for manXmud. Just needs 2 more of those. Nice regrab here. And that one's going to be a bit far left. Here could be a potential opening for m0m0. If m0m0's going to be able to take it here, let's see the standing left side. And it is going to be good here. m0m0 advancing ever closer to the pipe. manXmud just needs 1 more throw, though. Can they do it?
Yeah,
let's see it happen here. Winding up.
That looks good.
There it is. GG's for manXmud here. With a nice little mid-high 16 for a Game 2 victory here over m0m0.
Very, very good performance. You can see it right here. About 30 seconds faster than the last one. m0m0 doing the exact same thing. But, you know, the slight mistakes kind of adding up a little bit overall. Both of them having very clean runs overall. You know, third throw here from m0m0.
Beautiful fight from m0m0 as they're going to be pulling out a nice low 17 as their final race time. And I mean, trying to match like a mid-high 16 with the no LBLJ route is just a very, very tall order for any runner. So, I mean, absolute GG's for m0m0 for giving it their all. And I mean, a low 17 in a race with any route is already an impressive race time. But with no LBLJ, it still is a really, really nice, impressive race time to go ahead and get. So, even with the couple of losses, you know, really nice showing and performance from m0m0. And this is what you love to see after a first race where you've had a few mistakes back and forth, just both runners cleaning things up and having really, really nice, clean, consistent runs all the way through for the second game. Just always beautiful to see.
Absolutely. It was a great time. Some great runs from both players. On both of them. They just happened to be even better the second go around. But yeah, 16:39, really hard to beat, like you were saying. I even missed a throw, so it could have been, you know, lower 16-minute time. And with doing the no LBLJ routes, it's really, really tough to get sub 17, and then even lower than that. It's like, you need something really clean. So m0m0 had a great time with the 17:11, but manXmud just didn't give it to him. It just wasn't something manXmud was going to give up that easily.
Exactly. And I mean, if you flip those race times around, I believe m0m0's 17:11 would have beaten manXmud's game 1 time. So, you know, that's sort of the gamble that you make with going for the no LBLJ route is you know that your opponent doing LBLJ route can get those mid-high 17s on occasion, but it's you have to be really consistent at the no LBLJ route to make sure that you can exploit whenever your opponent does get those worse race times. Because as we saw here, if you can't get consistent low 17s with the no LBLJ route, you know, more often than not, your opponent is going to go ahead and get those fast times when they need to and get those wins.
That is true. Definitely a gamble. Calculated risk. But we might be having a third race here. I believe so. Yeah, just for fun. manXmud definitely taking the 2-win victory here. Did this in the first race. It's kind of nice, right? You stay on schedule. You just tell runners you're going to race 3 times. GG's to anyone who maybe takes a 2-0, but we're gonna stay with 3 race match, and it's gonna be nice. You just get into the zone of I'm gonna complete 3 races and maybe not worry too much about winning the first one or the second one. You just play.
Yeah, it's nice seeing these little exhibition matches where players can go for things that they may not normally mess with. I'm definitely curious if m0m0's going to decide to stick around with the no LBLJ route for this little exhibition match.
We'll see. Hopefully, I want to see m0m0 do the LBLJ, to be honest, because I know he can do it. He did it in the tournament I'm currently hosting, so I want to see it. m0m0 is a very talented runner.
Okay, it looks like they're going to be going for it. They're not messing with the camera setup for bomb clips. So, yep, here we go. So we've got both players doing the LBLJ route together at last for the first of these 3 races. m0m0 missing the long jump on the first attempt. Not quite clipping out of the pillar, though. That's really the major mistake here. Okay, they did get the catch here. They've got the speed. They're through the door. Let's see. And that's it. Nicely done from m0m0. Wasted about 10 or so seconds, but I mean, getting the trick at all with that mostly first attempt is still nothing to scoff at all.
Precisely. And like you said, not clipping out of that little pillar section you're standing in is key right there. Getting a decent camera as well. So nice on m0m0 to continue that, only losing that 10 seconds and keeping him in the race. Not taking that early 30-second deficit.
Exactly right. But this does kind of show the advantage of messing around with the no LBLJ route, since like if m0m0 were in one of the earlier races and did this, even though his route saves about 35 seconds, that lead already immediately gets cut down to about 25 seconds over the no LBLJ route, with an LBLJ being, a little bit shaky like that. So if you're not 100% confident in all those route-specific tricks, a lot of that time save, as seen right here, can just very, very quickly start to vanish before your very eyes.
Yeah, and we say it all the time in the commentary booth. Clean slow strats are consistent and fast.
Yep.
Inconsistent fast strats are slow and not fast.
That's exactly right.
You want to stay nice and clean and consistent for these races. And m0m0 definitely capable, like you said, about 10 seconds behind here.
Yeah, but a lot closer than these previous attempts. But we'll see what WOMS has in store for both of these runners, and what strats these runners have in store for WOMS. I'm sure m0m's going to be going for salt both times.
I would imagine. Go for like a double attempt, even if you miss the first one. Why not?
Even after you get the first salt plus, just still go for it again and hope you miss.
Go for it twice. Flex.
Let's see what m0m0 decides to go for first here. Going for cannonless first. And gonna be sticking with texture setup here.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't even do Salt Quest. I just assume all 16-star runners at this point do Salt Quest.
Right, I don't feel like it's a bad assumption, especially once you get into like the mid to lower 15s PB range.
Yeah.
Nice owlets from m0m0.
Good movement from both. I mean, this is exactly what we saw in game 2. It was just very clean movement, and I think it's going to be down to who can not do. Wait, he's going for cannonless again, m0m0. We were joking when we were talking about this a minute ago.
He did miss it the first time, so he does need to go for it again.
Oh,
but
did he? I thought he got
second time too.
Oh, okay. I'm just freaking out then. I was like, what is happening? He's flexing on us.
He's flexing so hard that he's only flexing in the commentators' minds.
Yeah, gosh.
Not even flexing in the physical third dimension.
That's gonna somewhat even it up here. If not, take the lead from m0m0. I think actually that is the lead from m0m0. m0m's got Owlus.
Another strat I've been surprised to see people throw in races on occasion is a single jump wild blue. Like, I guess people have just figured it out enough to be pretty consistent at it, but I used to never think I'd see that in races.
It's a tough strat. It's, yeah, similar to double jump Owlus, I guess. You just get that muscle memory going.
Well, m0m0 has to do a little pillar check, wants to make sure that the foundations of the castle are structurally secure. In addition to Mario's services as a plumber, he does offer foundation work for an extra charge.
That is true. Ground pound anywhere you want.
Yep. Go ahead and punch those walls. You know, he does a diagnostic work only. He doesn't actually do repairs. He just checks to make sure that things are intact.
Yeah, diagnostic work.
Let's see m0m0 pulling out Pillowless for the first time in this set here. Big bomb grab on the very first attempt. Not going for Tama though, but I mean that's completely understandable. Really nice and fast double jump here, getting over the sandhill, and beautiful stuff. Nice first try plus for m0m0.
This is medium bomb for manXmud.
Oh, medium bomb is so awkward to work with, but manXmud making it work first try. First 2 races, they had to use 2 tries for large bomb plus, but first time they get medium bomb, they're going right into the pyramid.
Yeah, perhaps that's why he decided to go for it. Was like, this is too much for me. Big bomb's not happening. And sometimes it's how it is. And manXmud, that's why you practice medium bomb, right? So
yeah.
You know how to do it, so manXmud can pull it out right here.
You gotta force yourself not to L reset instantly as soon as you see the medium bomb from the grab.
Yeah.
And get that practice time in.
Yeah, m0m0 does take the lead in Womps with the cannonless. Other than that, has been extremely clean, other than the slight difference in LBLJ.
Yeah, I mean, whatever additional little time loss got incurred from LBLJ pretty much has been saved over manXmud throughout the rest of these stages so far, as m0m0's going to be advancing on into Lethal Lava Land in just a moment here. But they're really still neck and neck. One mistake could definitely change this lead right back up. And Lethal Lava Land is certainly a stage where that could happen. I mean, there's a lot of potential inconsistency here.
Yeah, very true.
Especially with going real comfy on this intro movement.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially with the more stars we do here in basement, the higher difficulty we get into. No LBLJ routes. So like I was saying, m0m0 definitely capable of doing all of this stuff, as we're seeing very clean movements. The first time doing these stars. Some of them.
I mean, you gotta wonder what's going through m0m0's head right now, like if he has any regrets about not going for this route during those other 2 games, because I mean, he seems very, very proficient at it so far. I'm going to take a little bit of a slow bully kill here. That thing barely kicking that bully into the lava. Like, it almost looked like the bully walked right in.
It did. It was, like, right on the edge. But manXmud taking that pole grab real quick, but getting the lava boost. Incredible. 3 for 3 on the lava boost today for manXmud.
Yeah, Pro Boost is nothing to scoff at there. There's a reason that a lot of runners will just downgrade to Elevator Tour, because doing that Pro Boost is very, very finicky. Like, the lower down forms of Lava Boost, like Long Jump Boost, are a lot less finicky with when you have to hold the stick in certain directions when you're climbing the lava waterfall, but Pro Boost is very, very finicky and precise. Like, it's not enough to have the stick in the right spots at the right times. You have to move it between the spots the right ways at the right times. Like, it's very, very weird and takes a lot of work to get consistent at.
Yeah, momentum coming off the lava can be real tricky. Take some practice, for sure. m0m0 going to be jumping the volcano. I assume Elevator Tour. Yeah.
Yeah. The easy breezy one. As long as you're proficient at Elevator Tour, it's hard to get faster than this with Lava Boost. And yeah, m0m0 pulling out a nice clean Elevator Tour here. I believe Kano's world record, the 1458 or 6 or whatever it was, actually did Elevator Tour instead of Lava Boost.
Yeah, it's not slow by any means. It's just not the fastest.
Yeah, I think you're looking at a difference of like being able to get 17s potentially with like the most maxed out Lava Boost versus like getting comfy 19s with Elevator Tour. And most of the time with Lava Boost, you're going to be getting like mid-high 18s anyway.
Oh, nice. Triple box jump. Both runners. Gosh, it's a cat and mouse. That's what it is.
For real. Like, m0m0's been holding on to the lead this whole time, but it's been so close. I like this.
Oh, the Toad!
m0m0 losing the lead to Toad base. Man, but punching Toad as well. We need to go ahead and call the Society Against Violence Against Toads.
It's a punch-off.
This is not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. This is not Super Punch-Out. Like, this... Runners getting a little confused as to their game. But I like that little difference between no LBLJ and LBLJ, where you get to HMC slightly earlier in this route, so you have to talk to Toad later.
no!
My ledge grab dumping into the pit. What?
I
think like
assume it's just holding Z from the long jump and
it must have been, yeah, or like maybe just thought he was wanting to long jump into the star or something. That was such an unfortunate little just muscle memory type mistake.
That's really sad. That's definitely gonna put manXmud behind. I'm gonna need something similar from m0m0, maybe a messed up Fire Sea or some pretty poor Bowser throws. Because that's a solid 20 to 30 right there. Probably closer to 30.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Any HMC death is always just so brutal for this category.
And one more so you can see that's the 1-star. 1-star difference now.
Yeah, for once now, m0m0 able to experience being in the 1-star lead position rather than 1-star deficit.
That is true. And honestly, that's the first big mistake we've seen all day. Or all run, at least, not all day.
And I think, have we seen any deaths in these other runs? I'm not sure if anyone's taken any deaths in the other 2 attempts.
No, I don't think so. I don't think deaths. It might be the first.
We got m0m0 having a little bit of an issue with the 30-star door, but making it through in just a couple extra tries.
Yeah, we go manXmud. Not the best MIP spot, but got a good camera.
Yeah, and camera management is so huge with that wooden door clip. It really takes a while to kind of learn the ins and outs of how the camera works and like how you need to use Mario Cam and Lakitu Cam in order to line things up really quickly. Like, it'd be a lot easier if we had a camera stick in like that specific spot. It's one of the like 2 occasions where a camera stick would be useful for this game.
It would be. Definitely some maneuvering to be had. Good back sub from m0m0. We'll see how the front sub goes.
m0m0 getting the camera to stick around on the side there, saving a bit of lag.
That is a fairly new optimization. It's been around for a while, but a few people have picked it up. I've played around with it as well. But it is nice to reduce some of the lag there. Because that is a big deal with front sub. Is one of the reasons it saves a lot of time is because sub is laggy. And it doesn't actually save like a ton of time by itself, even though it does still save time. But, you know, reducing anything you can with that back sub is always good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, like, it's one of those sort of things, like many other very comfy, consistent strats, the more little things you can do to... Oh, manXmud bonking on pole glitch. Early cycle might be... It probably is dead at this point, unfortunately. Gonna be trying to still back it up, but...
Yeah.
m0m0 advancing on very cleanly.
This is the kind of run that m0m0 needed manXmud to have last time when m0m0 was not doing LBLJ.
Exactly. These were the sorts of runs that m0m0 was kind of gambling on, hoping that manXmud would have these little issues, even though they were doing the way faster route.
Yeah, and m0m0 has remained clean like through all the races, really. First one a little shaky with nerds, as expected, but I mean has remained very solid. Good Fire Sea exits. Sub 14. Definitely 15-minute pace.
Yeah, this is a very, very solid attempt from m0m0 here.
This is PB pace.
Yeah, if that 16-19 is like their actual full PB in any category, then this is definitely PB pace. We'll see how BLJs go, though. BLJ is always a bit of a great equalizer.
This is true. I do want to point out that I was calling for the LBLJ from m0m0 all day. Finally does it. I want to see the PB here. Let's see it with the BLJs. Does catch.
Oh,
He's gonna get
nicely
the first
done. Now just has to get up the endless staircase here. It's gonna be kind of tight, but let's see it happen. Let's get the Prage in the chat.
Yeah, about a minute 25
here. Come on.
From the entry here. Just needs to catch it. Come on.
Oh, this is agonizing. Oh, I can't.
This is rough. This killed the 15 right here. This infinite staircase.
Oh man, you hate to see it. Oh, and this one shouldn't be the hard one. Sometimes it just does not want to work for anything.
Oh my gosh! But here comes manXmud coming up behind.
Yeah, this seemed like a for sure race for m0m0 for a while, but manXmud really is right in there at this point.
And m0m0 coming back from that death is literally at the same
You
spot. It
really
gets the
just
instant
can't
catch.
quite get
Gonna
the mash.
overtake.
Pass the controller to your little brother. Come on.
Pass it to your little brother. Just get up there.
There we go. There we go. Finally zips on up there. Oh man, I'm so just. Oh. That one hurt. I'm right there with you, chat. That one hurt.
That was really upsetting. m0m0 taking the lead there. Not upsetting for the m0m0 fans.
Yeah,
Although this is more of an
the
exhibition
m0m0
match.
stock soaring. Spikes haven't been seen since the great Dogecoin surge.
Yeah, if you caught that, if you bought the dip in that HMC death, then you're looking pretty here.
And let's see, m0m0 going right on into the pipe. m0m0 going to be right behind. It's down to a throw. m0m0 holding on to a lead for the majority of this race, but just couldn't quite hold it down through the endless staircase BLJ. Here we go. m0m0, I think, barely short on that first throw. Oh,
Wait, where is he?
They're falling off here, I think. What?
No.
How did they stay on there? Barely staying on the stage. So close to Bowser on that throw that I think they got knockback damage. Like, just ludicrous stuff here for this final fight. As m0m0 gets a second throw. I think m0m0, that was their third throw. So m0m0 barely going to be clenching this one out off of m0m0's first little mistakes there as m0m0 gets this third throw. Both with low 17s here.
And
But
the
GG's,
m0m0
what a
stocks,
finish.
the m0m0 stocks are plummeting. Whoever bought that m0m0 dip right there was the real genius. Oh my word. Pulling out the 1707 it looked like, or 1704 star grab. 1709 here. Not from Finny, but from m0m0. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, we got a quick little
GG's.
flashback of last match, but man, GG's, what an electric finish here. That was just lead changes back and forth on what seemed like a surefire win for m0m0. But with that, m0m0 is going to go ahead and take a Game 3 win here with a 17:04, just 5 seconds apart here.
Truly incredible. That was the race of the day right there. Even though, like, by the end of it, it was not the cleanest race that we'd seen, it was definitely the most exciting. Super close. A lot of dips to be had there. Even though they stayed clean for most of the first like 8-9 minutes, but come HMC and beyond, we started to see the mistakes come in hot, and it made for an exciting race for sure.
Absolutely. And with how close things were all the way through HMC, I mean, I feel like this is how close this race deserved to finish, even if it was under somewhat unsavory conditions with those mistakes on the endless staircase BLJs. But that was just such a crazy finish there, and GG's to m0m0 for being able to clutch that win out.
Yeah,
but also, of course, GG's to m0m0 getting the overall win in the actual match, as we've got a couple of our competitors in for interviews here, starting with m0m0 here. How are you feeling after those games, m0m0?
Yeah, pretty good, to be honest. I got some good runs. And I'm especially proud that I got first try LBLJ in my last run. And yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was actually kind of calling for it on the first two. I was like, I really want to see m0m0 do the no LBL. I want to see the BLJ come out in the lobby. And,
yeah, I
didn't
just
do
really
it.
hate LBLJ.
Yeah, I understand. It is a race and everything like that, but
Yeah.
I just know that you're very capable in this game, and you played amazingly, to be honest, especially in that last race. It was very exciting.
Yeah, I just wish that my BLJs were a little bit better, but yeah.
Yeah, that was it. You were a PB pace going into those BLJs, right?
Really? I don't know, actually.
It was close. It was like right at like 16 pace, I believe, if the BLJs were like super clean.
Yeah, true. 16 pace for sure.
Yeah, I mean, what was going through your head with the endless staircase BLJ on that last one? 'Cause that was one of the longer ones that I've seen.
Yeah, I'm just so bad at BLJ, so I'm, yeah, I don't know. I need to practice them.
It's one of those tricks that's hard to practice because it's so rough on the hands.
Yeah, true, and it's so boring to practice.
Oh,
it's just mash.
It's literally let me mash against the staircase and just hope I get better.
True.
Yeah, get a little bit of a pattern, something, anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's. That was incredible. I'm not sure if we're gonna get manXmud in here for the interviews, but yeah, m0m0, what's do you have anything in store for the future, as far as upcoming events or anything?
I don't
Maybe
know.
stream?
This tournament was amazing and is amazing, and shout outs to Saren.